Hello, welcome to another English Sparkling with Tweedy video. I'm here on Primrose Hill for a change, and I've got a slightly special wine. I hope you can hear me over the wind noise. Sorry, it's a bit of a blustery day. Bit of a special wine today. This is Nyetimber's 1086, their Prestige Cuvée. I'll put the price on screen because my wife's holding the camera. If I say it out loud, she'll probably drop the camera in shock. Safe to say, it is a pretty pricey wine by English standards. It was, I think, possibly the first to break triple figures from England. Sorry about the, we've got a bit of rain now as well. Just got the, my camera, my filming assistant to put up an umbrella. For her, not for me. I'm fine, of course, I'm wearing tweed. It's all-weather clothing. I do have a glass in here somewhere. I hope this isn't too shaken up. It's a 2010 vintage, I believe. They also made, I think at some point, a 2009 vintage of this. And it is their absolute best of the best. Their Prestige Cuvée. Sherry Spriggs and Brad, great tricks. Worked very hard to make a rather special wine here. Brought some slightly upgraded stemware for a change. What are we getting on the nose to begin with? Say a sort of gently kind of appley, baked apple sort of nose. Perhaps some pastry notes, apple, custard. Very English actually. Apple pie, apple tart, bit of custard in there. On the palate, that is a delight. I think one of the things they were really trying to achieve with this is to build sort of layers of texture into it, like a millefeuille, like one of those pastries with many layers. And it's quite delicate. It's not searingly acidic, but there are some lemony notes coming through now, some citrus hints, wonderful mouthfeel, really sort of luxurious, textured, very fine bubbles. But there's a sort of almost butteriness to it. Nice hint of minerality. That is lovely, and getting sort of more, I don't know, spotted dick now, baked sponge pudding, currants, that kind of thing. Losing the camera person. Shall we stop for a minute? Terrible. There we go. Thought I would do some supplemental tasting notes from home. It does seem to lose its fizz quite quickly, which is, I think that is slightly just a thing you get from older sparkling wines, older traditional method sparkling wines. This is getting on for 14 years old now, I suppose. So you get a little bit of fizz and then leave it there, and then it's pretty much gone. You can still just about see some fine bubbles, but then it does have this very nice texture on the palate. There is obviously some sort of effervescence remaining there because you can feel it on the tongue, even though it's not so visible. And it just, again, it has this really luxurious flavour. It's a lot less acidic than I'm used to for particularly English sparkling wines. They tend to be really, my favourites particularly tend to be really ziggy, really tart, really big on the acidity. This has mellowed significantly with all that aging, and I think Nyetimber stylistically never tend to go for really sort of searingly acidic wines anyway. They're quite big on malolactic fermentation, taking some of that really harsh malic acid and turning it into sort of more gentle lactic acid, and I think that probably contributes to this sort of rich, creamy, buttery texture you get in here, the sort of pastry, the millefeuille, the tart tatin, the apple tart. All of those kind of things. I don't know that this is the style of English sparkling I would want to have on a regular basis, which is probably just as well considering the price, but as a one-off, there is definitely something quite sort of luxurious and quite refined about this. Whether or not it justifies the price tag, I don't know, but it is it is actually nice to have something to be able to splurge on now and again whilst sticking to ESW. Anyway, cheers.